Is there anything more incorrect about this country than the fact that we still care what Colin Powell thinks? Because the reality is that Colin Powell endorsing President Obama will probably make some small marginal difference somewhere with some people. But really, I mean, this is a guy who took his vast amount of credibility that he had built up with the American public. We can argue as to whether or not that was deserved in the first place. Yeah, I don't know that he had such a great record in Vietnam, but let's not go there. Who took that credibility that he had with the American public, went in front of the UN, in which he later, very bravely, 4 years later, I think it was, or 3 years later, 5 years later, sent out his number 2 man to say that it was the worst day of Colin Powell's life or his career. When he went in front of the UN, held up a little bottle of jock itch powder and said, "This is the proof." I mean, metaphorically speaking. But here's some pictures of some ice cream delivery trucks that could be mobile biolabs. And we have absolute proof of this. Small asterisk, tiny asterisk. Check later for fine print. And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Lied to the American public, lied to the international community. Now, of course, he claims he was lied to, which doesn't make him a very bright guy, does it? Because he supposedly had access to all the documents that none of us supposedly had access to. And that even the Clinton administration, I guess, despite the fact that they knew that Curveball, who has since come out and said he lied, was lying at the time. So somehow Colin Powell still has sway. And what a bold endorsement, coming 8 days out from the election when every indication is that President Obama is going to win. What a bold, brave man. Frankly, it's nauseating to me that I have to objectively say this is news, because it is. Because it does impact some people's voting decision more so than I don't know who else could have come out and endorsed. I guess if Clint Eastwood now finally came out and endorsed President Obama, that would also be news. But it's sad that the tremendous lack of accountability that exists for those people who led this country into an invasion and occupation, illegal invasion and occupation of another country, killing by the most conservative accounts of our own U.S. government over 100,000 innocent civilians, causing the displacement of over 4 million people, 2 million internally, 2 million refugees going outside of the country. Who knows how much death and destruction that still exists in that country because of what we did. And the destabilization. Who knows how much it'll go in the future with, President Romney attacking Iran. Not to mention the near 5,000 servicemen who died in Iraq. Who knows how many more died in Afghanistan, both innocents and not, because of our failure to deal with our other war in Afghanistan because of our invasion of Iraq. Who knows if the drone program would even be where it is today had we simply done what we originally said we were going to do in Afghanistan. Remember, we're not going to leave it. We're not going to make the mistake that We're not going to leave it like we did last time. We're going to rebuild this country and bring it into the modern era. So, as despicable as the rest of that crew in the Bush administration was, Colin Powell, in some respects, is made more despicable by the fact that he really somehow escaped that debacle with any reputation intact, enough so that his endorsement is considered a benefit for President Obama. Where's Paul Wolfowitz? So, I don't know. That's that. Man, I was in a good mood 11 minutes ago. I don't know what happened.